blurry. What's going on, guys? Sean here, coming to y'all with a quick little video. It is 6:30 in the morning when I am making this video. I am on my way to work. I have been slammed with work lately, guys. I'm sorry the videos have been erratic and back and forth and all over the place. But anybody who watches my channel knows that's just how things are. When you guys come in and you like and you subscribe and you comment, that invigorates me. I do more. I make more for you guys. I know with everything going on around the Eagles right now, it's a lot of doom and gloom. It's been that way for me too. My last video, I said I wasn't going to do this anymore. But you guys know I'm a liar. It's the Eagles. There's literally no way in hell I'm not going to cover the Eagles more. Also, 76ers are at training camp. We may or may not start talking about that too. Just depends on how things go. With that being said, please like the video. Please subscribe. I thank you guys all for your continued support through these grainy videos, dark videos, bad videos, good videos. Sometimes I put my intro, sometimes I don't. It is what it is, guys. So let's just get right into it. First things first, the Eagles are on their bye week. And not a week too soon, not a moment too soon. Normally I hate early season bye weeks, but I think the bye week being early this season is the only thing that has a chance to save the Philadelphia Eagles. After the loss to Tampa and the loss to Atlanta, and the horrible offensive game against the Saints, and just an ugly game against the Packers in Brazil, it's been a roller coaster. I mean, you're trying to take away positives. Me as a creator, content creator here, I'm trying to take away positives. I did my I'm angry and I can't take this anymore video last week or a couple days ago. And now I'm trying to come on here and I'm trying to be positive. I'm definitely not as upset with Jalen Hurts as I have been. Just looking around the league, Joe Burrow, his team's not winning. He hasn't been playing awful. He has played awful, but he hasn't been playing awful every game. Patrick Mahomes, first 3 games of the season, wasn't really playing good, was only good on third downs and situationally, which is, as a quarterback, where you need to be at your best. But overall, lots of turnovers and not the Patrick Mahomes we're used to. Well, what a surprise. He's down a couple targets. He doesn't look the same. It's almost like weapons matter in the NFL. Not having Lane Johnson, I think people forget because it's been so long since we've been without Lane Johnson, what the Eagles' record looks like with and without him on the field. Now, I will say, Lane has been really, really good this year. But over the past 2 years, I just don't think he was the Lane from 2022, 2021, 2020. The Lane who didn't give up a sack for it seemed like 3 seasons. You got to win without him. Lane is getting up there in age, and I know he keeps saying he's going to play this long, that long, this long. We need to learn how to win without players like that. And it boils down to Nick Sirianni. Since Nick Sirianni has been here, it just seems like the highs have been higher and the lows have been lower than ever. Which you can't have from a coach. You need to find consistency. One thing I used to love about Doug Peterson, minus his final season, he always talked about consistency. And, you look at the numbers and, Carson being hurt up and down, the team being hurt up and down, lack of a run game, lack of weapons. There was always some level of consistency to what Doug did. Another thing that Doug did that Doug didn't do that Nick does is run the ball on 2nd and 10 after an incompletion on first down. I'm going back and I'm watching these games and I just can't get over how many first down throws someone drops it. There's pressure and Jalen just has to get out of the pocket and get rid of it. Or it's a check down for a short gain, and then it's 2nd and long, and they hand the ball to Saquon Barkley. And they say, Saquon, save us. I don't understand what you think you're going to get there. Now, Saquon has been averaging a ridiculous rush rate. It seems like every game, he's at like 9-10 yards a carry. It's been ridiculous every game. And we're still not feeding him. We're still not giving him the carries and the targets that he deserves. I really think most of the offensive issues we've had this year could be solved by just running the ball more. And it's crazy to think about it this way, but it's such a simple fix. It's not that hard. Just run the ball. Saquon has been playing out of his mind, and I don't think he's gotten really more than 20 touches a game. The only bad play Saquon had was a short yardage play on that swing pass in the Atlanta game where he dropped it. And in all reality, why the fuck aren't you running the ball there? It doesn't make sense to me. Nick is guilty of doing the same shit over and over and over and expecting different results. With this team, every year, he's done the same thing. I want Jalen Hurts to be a field general, to be a strong arm field general who understands it's third down. This is where the play needs to be made. This is first and second down, live to fight another down, yada, yada, yada. I would love for him to be a Peyton Manning, a Tom Brady, a Patrick Mahomes, a Joe Burrow. He's not. He's not. And you go back and you watch 2022 and all his decisions were right, but all of his decisions were first and second reads or scramble out of the pocket. Jalen's legs don't look like what they used to be. As you would expect, he is getting older. He's taking more and more hits. We have to find ways to get back to that Jalen Hurts first read, second read. If it's not there, check it down. He shouldn't have to run it on all these plays. There should be simple checkdowns on every play. The fact that we're still doing this 4 years, three years into Nick Sirianni, I don't even know. It all blurs together now because it's all the same shit. And it's just got me wondering, how long is Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman going to allow him to do this? We brought in Kellen Moore, and all offseason, the genius that is Kellen Moore. Does Kellen Moore not know how to handle situational football? Does Kellen Moore not know how to call plays on fourth down? Does Kellen Moore not deserve play calling from the first snap of the game to the last? And the answer to everything is he does. Give Kellen the reins to this fucking team. Put Nick in a basement somewhere. Hell, put him up high with Vic Fangio up in the press boxes and shit. Get him off the sideline. Dom is there to control people's emotions. You've already put that out there. So what does Nick do? He plays rock, paper, scissors with the guys. We won a Super Bowl without a coach who plays rock, paper, scissors with the team. We won a Super Bowl with Doug fucking Peterson, who you look back on it and is one of the most likable and unlikable people all at once. The media could not stand Doug. There were times where the fans could not stand Doug. But the players loved Doug because Doug was real. Day one to the last day. To this day, right now in Jacksonville, Doug is still the same Doug. Nick Sirianni is not the same. He came in timid and scared, and he got lucky because there was a hell of a team already sitting here waiting for him, and he had the coordinators that he needed to get shit done. I don't think Nick Sirianni has really genuinely done anything to improve this team. I don't think Nick Sirianni has brought one thing to the table that's actually helping this team. I feel like the rookies come in and they immediately think he's a joke. I think the only players that genuinely like Nick Sirianni are the players that for some reason are still fucking here, even though they shouldn't be. Looking at you, Avonte Maddox. Go back to Zach Pascal. Why was he getting targets like he was? Why was he getting playing time like he was over guys like, Quez Watkins and, guys that we had drafted? That's Nick. Nick wanted them there. So they were there. You know, that's it. That's, you know, his whole legacy is a whole lot of nothing. You know, and I took a lot of my emotions out on Jalen Hurts about how I feel about this team. You know, I took a lot of my emotions out on the defense, you know, which by all means the defense deserves their fair share of blame. The defense has been absolutely atrocious. You got one good game against the Saints, but I say all the time, even a broken clock is right twice a day. You know, you're going to have 2 games this year where the defense is going to look top 5, top 10. Even if they aren't, you know, hell, even the Carolina Panthers beat somebody, you know, and they got no business beating nobody. You know, it's just annoying. I don't expect changes to be made this year. It's just not the type of owner that Laurie is. It's just not the way the team is built, which is really a shame, because after looking at last year, you think they would have learned something. You know, how do you go 10-1 and then bomb it all away? You throw it all away at the last minute, you know? It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. So that's about it for me right now, guys. Here in the next couple days, I will do a preview for the Browns. I believe that's who we're playing next. We'll talk about the Cowboys, the Commanders, the Giants, because the Commanders are really good right now. And that's surprising. We're going to talk about the Cowboys, who don't look very good right now. I thought at least their defense would look a lot better than it has. I know they're hurt now, so yeah, there's your excuse, Cowboy fans. You know, Micah's hurt, D-Law's hurt. It's a weird year, guys. You know, it's so funny to me. They always say that one division is going to be the best in football, and they talk up a division, and and this year it was us and the Cowboys. We were guaranteed to be great, and you look around the league, and it's a real shame. But anyway, guys, I want you to comment down below. I want you to tell me what you guys think. If you're still watching the video, please like, please subscribe. Your support goes a great way in helping me grow this channel. I fucking love you guys. Have a great day. I'm going to try to do the same. Don't let the birds get you down like they have me. All right? Fly, Eagles, fly. We're going to get better. I love you guys. Peace.